Good evening and welcome to St. Louis for Game 4 of this NLDS between the Cardinals and the Cubs. Now, before we get underway tonight, let's get you all caught up on this series so far. Petey Crew led us off in center field. Cooper Pratt batted second at second. Dela Cruz batted third at third. McQuaid DH'd at 4. It was Vlad at first batting 5. Ballesteros 6 at catcher. Patterson 7 at left field. Namala shortstopped at 8. De Leon was in right field batting 9. And it was Juan Murillo on the mound. 1 on, 1 out. Lonsway on the mound. And Kuno's RBI double gives them the lead. Edmonds the next man up, and his RBI single makes it 2-0 to St. Louis. Two on, 2 out, but De Leon strikes out. 2 on, none out, and the runner from third scores to make it 3-0. 2 on, 2 out, and Vlad goes deep, but not deep enough. Petey Crew led us off in center field. Bobby Patterson batted second in left. It was Dela Cruz batting third at third. DHing at 4 was William McQuaid. Vlad batted 5 at first. Ballesteros at 6 was catching. Cooper Pratt at second base batted 7. Namala shortstop at 8. Leon in right field at 9. And Christian Scott went on the mound. 1 on, 2 out, and Cooper Pratt's RBI double scores Vlad. Two on, 2 out, but McQuaid grounds out to end the inning. 2 on, 2 out, and a line out to Ellie Dela Cruz keeps them scoreless. 1 on, 2 out, and Namala's RBI single scores Ballesteros. Go on. 2 on, 2 out, Lonsway on the mound, and it's an RBI single to cut the lead to 1. 2 on, 1 out, and Cooper Pratt delivers a 2 RBI double. Go home, bloody boy. 2 on, 2 out, but Vlad pops out to end the inning. 1 on, 1 out, and Bobby Patterson's RBI double scores De Leon. 2 on, 2 out, and Vlad delivers an RBI single scoring Patterson. 2 on, 2 out, and Ballesteros' RBI single scores Dela Cruz. 1 on, 2 out, Duran on the mound, and a ground out to Pratt ends the game.
Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hey guys, it must be Villain, and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. It is Game 4 of the NLDS, and we have a chance to clinch the series at St. Louis, which would be a very nice place to do it, because I do not want a Game 5, because there is a chance that Perdomo could go again, and if that's the case, he's basically the Dela Cruz of pitchers. He's about to win his 3rd Cy Young in a row, and you just can't hit him. So, I mean, they've only scored 4 runs in the series to date, so, well, you know, it's a little bit perhaps lucky for them that they've got even this far, but it's Alcantara versus McCullers. McCullers, of course, used to play for us. Alcantara has not had a good year, but we need him to show up when he's getting paid the big bucks. This is the time of year he needs to earn it. So let's see what we can do. There's not much else to catch you up on. You've seen the games. There's no injuries, so let's check the lineups. And, well, these matchups look pretty good, don't they? So Petey Crow will lead us off in center field. Patterson bats second in left. Then we've got Dela Cruz batting third at third. McQuaid not having a good postseason, but let's hope he's going to come good for us now. He cleans up at DH. Then we've got Vlad at first, Ballesteros at catcher. We've got Cooper Pratt at second base, and Namala shortstop. De Leon, who's in a slump. He's had an okay game 1, not much since then, so he bats 9. Alcantara on the mound. His regular season was a 16-8 record with an ERA of 5.20, and we're up against Lance McCullers Jr. and he has a 11-9 record with an ERA of 3.59 regular season, but an 0-2 record against us with an ERA of 8.56. I mean, an 0-2 record for Alcantara, but the ERA is almost half. So, yeah, let's hope... well, we just want to win, don't we? Alright, so welcome to St. Louis. Petey Crowe will lead us off, batting .231 in the postseason. And he's going to face a 1-2 pitch when we get around to it. Now, I did completely forget to do the MVP vote last episode, so we will do that in the 7th inning stretch today. So, yeah, apologies for that. Just completely slipped my mind. So we start with a strikeout. In comes Bobby Patterson, batting .455. Not a bad first full season for him. Like I said, he's got to be Rookie of the Year this year, does Patterson. But he is thrown out at first. In comes De La Cruz, batting .455. A full count, and De La Cruz draws the walk. So 2 out, 1 on for McQuaid, who is batting .154. That is 2 for 13. He is so much better than that. Oh, and has he turned up in Game 4? William McQuaid! A 2-run home run, and it's his first of the season. It's only his postseason, I should say. 395 feet. And the old De La Cruz, McQuaid 1-2. And in comes Vlad now, who's batting .333 in this series so far. A 2-2 pitch. And that is a strikeout to end the top of the first, but not before. McQuaid gives us a 2-run lead. In comes Edmund to lead off for them, batting .292 in the postseason. They, of course, as I said before, have the had the wild card series before us. So Alcantara gets a little dribbler back to him. Out at first, 1 away. It'll bring in Garcia now, who is batting .308. It's a 2-1 pitch, and that's a ground ball that Namala should easily deal with. 2 away. And in now will come Jordan Walker. Brother Johnny, of course, is quite famous for outside baseball reasons. But that is caught at first by Vlad. Ends this first inning. And we'll go and have a bat. Ballesteros to lead us off, batting .455. And if we are to win this series, Ballesteros, as he gets another hit, he's probably my vote for MVP, to be honest. He has been absolutely sensational. So he starts us off with a double. And it'll bring in Cooper Pratt, who is batting .250 so far in the postseason. A 3-0 pitch. Pratt gets himself to first. So 2 on, none out. And it'll be Namala, who is batting .111. 1 for 9 so far in the postseason. He draws a walk to load the bases with none out. This is the Lance McCullers we know and love, isn't it? So it's De Leon, batting .200 in the postseason. Another 3-0. Lance McCullers has walked in a run. There is none out. There is still loaded bases. And it is Petey Crowe to the plate, who is 0 for 1 today. Full count. Petey Crowe strikes out. And was that something he had to swing at? It was very close, so fair enough. In comes Bobby Patterson, 0 for 1. A 1-1 pitch. Patterson, oh, it could be a double play. It is not. So it drives in another run. Tommy Edman is injured but able to stay in the game. So runners at the corners now. That'll do it for now Cesar Perdomo. That's the good guy. So the good news is that he's not going to be going in Game 5, is he? The bad news is that let's hope 4 runs is enough. As he strikes out, who was that? Patterson? De La Cruz. De La Cruz, and that'll do it for the top of the second. So Purify will come in now to face Alcantara. It's a 1-2 pitch, and it is a strikeout for Sandy. So that is 1 away. Jonathan Foster now, who is batting .111 postseason. An 0-1 pitch. And that is into left field. It is in front of Patterson, and it'll be a 1-out single, their first hit of the game. And it'll bring in Forrest, who is batting .095. And that is a very good hit. That'll extend that up into the 100s. And it might even pull run back for them, as it is going to be an RBI triple with 1 away. Now, we've seen all season from Sandy, he does tend to have a bad inning in him that really damages his ERA. Let's hope that he's not going to bring that into the postseason, as that is going to be another hit that cuts our lead to 2. And with Perdomo on the mound, this starts to get a little bit nervy. Now, he did just pitch Game 2, so he is not likely to be able to go the entire game, but ideally, you know, you'd like to think 4 runs is enough. That should be out at first. It is. So 2 down, runner stays at second. And it is Kono now who is batting .333 in the postseason. First pitch, pops it up in foul territory. Vlad is there. And we get out of a difficult inning for us, but we still have a 4-2 lead. And it is McQuaid that'll face Perdomo. It's a 2-2 pitch. And it is through the right side of the infield. And McQuaid has a leadoff single. Well, let's see. If we can get to Perdomo early here, then, I mean, they're not going to have much else. That might be a double play. Wasn't quite well enough hit, I don't think. So McQuaid goes over to second with one away. And in comes Ballesteros, who is 1 for 1. Another 2-2 pitch. Ballesteros just gets done looking. So 2 down now for Pratt, who walked first time around. And Pratt dribbles it back to the pitcher. He's just very, very good, is Perdomo. So that ends the top of the third. Edmund will lead them off in the bottom of the inning. He is 0 for 1. Sandman continues. A 2-2 pitch, and that is again well hit into right centre field, and Edmund will have a lead-off double. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, it is Garcia now 0 for 1. First pitch, gets away from the catcher. Runner goes to third. A 3-1. And that should be out at first. It is. Runner stays at third as well, so that's a bonus for us. Walker now comes in. He is 0 for 1. First pitch swing. Walker gets it through, and that will be an RBI single, and that'll be 4-3 now. With 1 out and a runner at first for Purify, who's 0 for 1. First pitch. That's a double play ball, is it? No, we just get the man at first. Runner goes to second, so 2 away. Tying run, though, is in scoring position for Foster, who is 1 for 1. A 1-1 pitch. It gets away from Ballesteros. So the tying run is 90 feet away. It's a full count. It's a walk. So runners at the corners with 2 out now. Forrest, who is 1 for 1, already with an RBI today. An 0-1 pitch. And that is straight back to Alcantara, over to first. And we will go to the fourth with a very, very narrow 1-run lead. Namala to lead us off. He walked first time around. Part of that great McCullers walk-off that dignified the second innings. So that is 1 out. In comes De Leon, who walked in a run last time up. A 1-1 pitch. De Leon grounds it to the second baseman. 2 away. Yeah, we can see his stamina, thankfully, is not going to be what it could have been on a full rest. As Crow draws a walk with 2 out. And that will do it for Perdomo. So, we've seen him off. Let's see what we can do. Patterson now 0 for 2 to face Vasquez, the new man. There goes Petey Crow. No one can catch him when he steals. So can Patterson now drive in a run? It's a 2-1 pitch. And that is going to be caught in left field. So that'll do it for the top of the fourth. We have a 4-3 lead. We've taken Perdomo more or less out of the series. There'll obviously be a rest day between now and a potential Game 5, or travel day, I should say, as that is popped up for 1 away. But we saw there they got, what, two inning out of him, more or less. They're not going to get any more than that, I wouldn't have thought, on a 2-day rest, or a 1-day rest. It'd be a 1-day rest, wouldn't it? So, yeah. That is a big blow that we've dealt them, if a Game 5 is needed, as that gets through and is a 2-out single. It brings Edmund back in, who is 1 for 2. An 0-2 pitch, and that is a ground ball, should be out at first, and ends the fourth. So we are still 4-3 up. And we have a chance of scoring runs now as well. Ellie Dela Cruz, who is 0 for 1. It's a 1-2 pitch. Dela Cruz into left field. He should be caught. 1 away. It'll bring up McQuaid, who is 2 for 2 today. He's going to face the new man, Dylan Lee, a lefty. It's a full count. Can McQuaid get himself on base here? He has sliced it up behind the plate, caught by the catcher, and 2 away. And in comes Vlad now. And again, the whole reason we've got Vlad behind McQuaid is so when they bring a lefty on for McQuaid, he has to face Vlad. And Vlad has dropped that in front of the left fielder for a 2-out single. Alright, Ballesteros, who's 1 for 2. What can he do now? An 0-1 pitch. Ballesteros slices it away into left field, but it's caught. And it will end at the top of the fifth. And it is still 4-3 with Garcia coming to the plate, who is 0 for 2 to face Alcantara. Full count. And a walk. It's Walker now, who is 1 for 2. Another full count. And that is into the gap in left center field. And is it going to tie the game? Petey Crow has it. He gets it in, but not in time. And the RBI double does tie the game in the bottom of the 5th. 4-4. None out runner at second for Purify, who's 0 for 2. First pitch. And that is going to be out at first. That is one away. Runner stays at second. And it is Foster now, who is 1 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. And that is well hit. It is not well hit enough, though, as De Leon goes back, makes the catch. Runner will tag up and go to third with 2 out. Their go-ahead run is at third. Forrest now, who's 1 for 2. A first pitch swing. Come on, Sandy. That is popped up. It should be caught by Patterson. It ends the 5th. So we are tied going into the 6th. And it is Pratt to lead us off, who is 0 for 1 today. It is a 2-0 pitch. Cooper Pratt grounds it to the shortstop. 1 away. In comes Namala, who is 0 for 1. An 0-1 pitch. Namala slices it away through the right side of the infield, and he has himself a 1-out single. Excellent stuff. All right, De Leon now, who is 0 for 1. A 2-2. Oh, De Leon, come back, mate. We miss you. So it's Petey Crow, 1 on, 2 out. Petey Crow is 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch swing. Petey Crow pops it up. And we will go to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 4. Now, does Alcantara come back out? And the answer to that is yes, he does. It is Will Brennan to the plate. He is 1 for 2. It's a full count. And it is a leadoff walk. I think Alcantara maybe needs to have a rest here. Suarez now, who's 0 for 2. A first pitch swing. And that could be a double play. There's 1. There is 2. And that is very nicely done for Braden Taylor, who is pinch hitting. He is 1 for 8 so far in the postseason. It's a 1-2 pitch. And it is popped up into Petey Crow's glove. Mr. Gold Glove doesn't drop those. And that'll do it for the 6th. We go to the 7th, tied at 4. And another new man, Cody Morris, onto the mound. He is going to face Patterson, who is 0 for 3 today. It's an 0-2 pitch. Patterson pops it up. He'll be caught in foul territory for 1 away. So next is Dela Cruz, who is 0 for 2. A 2-2 pitch. Dela Cruz forgets the swing. That is 2 down for McQuaid now, who is 2 for 3. Another 0-2 pitch. Again, McQuaid forgets the swing, and that'll do it. We will stretch, tied at 4. This is tense. Alright, it is time for you to vote on our MVP of this season. Thank you everybody who nominated. We have so many nominations this year, which is always great. And what I've done is I've taken the 4 with the, well, there was one guy that had more nominations, so them, and then to pad out the numbers, we had the next 3 with the highest ratings of WAR, which is the only real fair way to compare pitchers and hitters, I would have thought. So, in alphabetical order, the first nominee is Pete Crow Armstrong, batting average of .264, 15 home runs, 67 RBIs, and a WAR of 4.0. Because as we know, he does a lot of his good work with his glove. Ellie Dela Cruz, a batting average of 300, 45 home runs, led the league. RBIs 117, led the league in WAR at 8.1. What a first season as a Cub. Next up, it is William McQuaid, batted 286 this year, 31 home runs, 108 RBIs, so also a centurion in the RBIs, and a WAR of 4.4. And the final nominee is, as I've said many, many times, surely this season's National League Rookie of the Year, Bobby Patterson. Batting average of 287, 21 home runs, 81 RBIs, and a WAR of 3.4 as a rookie. Amazing stuff. Now, as I've said many times, you will know by now, down in the link below, there is a link, down in the description below, sorry, there is a link that'll take you through to a straw poll. If you do there, vote, and we will announce our MVP at our end of season awards, hopefully, as we celebrate the World Series. But let's go see if we can wrap up this series first, shall we? Alright, welcome back. 100 pitches deep. Alcantara continues to Edmund, who is 1 for 3. First pitch swing. And that is into right field. De Leon can only field it on the bounce. And I don't think Alcantara should have come out for this inning. Garcia now, who's 0 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. Alcantara with a strikeout. So that is one away, and that'll do it as Jean Pinto will come out. He is not had a good regular season, very good so far, what we've seen from him in this series. It's an 0-1 pitch, 1 on, 1 out. And that could be a double play, 1-2. And we'll go to the 8th, tied at 4, sorry. And Vlad will face the new man, Karcher, who has pitched 4.2 innings in the postseason, no earned runs. Vlad is 1 for 3 tonight. It is a 1-2 pitch. Vlad gets it into left field, all the way to the wall, and that should be a double for Vlad. So the potentially winning run, the go-ahead run in the top of the 8th with none out, is at second. It'll be Ballesteros coming in now. This would cement his MVP of the series in my books. He's 1 for 3 tonight, and they walk him. They walk him to get to what would have been Cooper Pratt, but it's Eldridge pinch hitting instead. He is 0 for 1 so far in the series. It's a 1-2 pitch, and he strikes out for 1 away. In comes Namala now, who's 1 for 2. Another 1-2 pitch. Namala strikes out. Oh no. And it is De Leon, the slumping De Leon, 0 for 2 tonight. A 3-1 pitch. He draws a walk to load the bases with 2 out in the top of the 8th. We're tied at 4. And it is Petey Crow with, this is the moment of the game, isn't it? He's 0 for 3 so far tonight. It's an 0-2 pitch. Petey Crow! It's a grand slam! His first home run of the postseason, 431 feet. And he has blown the game wide open in the top of the 8th with a grand slam. Bobby Patterson will come in now. He's 0 for 4. It's a 2-1 pitch, and Bobby Patterson into center field. He'll be caught, but it doesn't matter. Bobby Patterson, now who is it? Petey Crow. A grand mother effing slam in the top of the 8th with 2 out. What a moment. And he's a free agent at the end of the year as well. What a thing to remember him by if we do end up hanging on to this and, perhaps even going on and winning a World Series. That was a moment. All right, a 1-2 pitch on Foster at the plate. Pinto not just up another strikeout. This is the Pinto I thought we should have had all season. He's at least showing up in the postseason. It's the first pitch for Forrest, who again pops it up. Petey Crow is there. He's not dropping that. And that'll send us to the 9th with a 4-run lead. De La Cruz will face new man Rutolo. He has no earned runs yet this postseason. Let's see if we can fix that for him. First pitch swing from De La Cruz. He pops it straight up. Not a good day at the plate for Ellie. Hopefully just saving it for the championship series now. McQuaid, who is 2 for 4. A 1-1 pitch. McQuaid gets it into left field. That'll be in front of the fielder and a single. And it'll bring back up Vlad, who is 2 for 4 now. An 0-2 pitch. Vlad strikes out looking. That is 2 down for Ballesteros now, who is 1 for 3. First pitch. Ballesteros grounds it to the shortstop and is thrown out at first. So we will go to the bottom of the 9th. We have a 4-run lead. And Pinto will try and close it out. Brennan is the first man up. He is 1 for 2 tonight. An 0-1 pitch. And that is going to be in front of De Leon. So the leadoff man is aboard. Suarez now, who's 0 for 3. A 2-1 pitch. And that is going to be out at second. And oh, it's a double play. I didn't think there was enough on that hit to get it there. Kevin Maid is coming to the game to play shortstop. So we've made, okay, so that's with the pinch hit of Pratt. So we've brought Maid in to play shortstop. Namala has gone to second. So very, very nicely done. Down to their final out. Is this the moment that we clinch the series? It is in St. Louis. We have knocked out the Cardinals 8-4. Mostly down to Petey Crow and his grand slam. So Series 1, and it's going to be the Giants that we face. They have beaten the Braves 3-1. So the other side, the American League, is going to the Game 5, as we can see there. But yeah, on our side of the thing, done and dusted in 4, and it's the Giants. Now the Giants, they weren't a great side this year. 86 wins, so they've obviously hit a little bit of form at perhaps the wrong time for us. But there we go. Now Jean Pinto has won the series MVP. Now, I can tell you, it is behind my head here. 6.1 innings, 2 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts, and you can see there a 2-0, oh, you can't see, sorry, but a 2-0 record. So, I'm going to say that that does surprise me. I would definitely have given it to Ballesteros, but Pinto did really, really well. And we can see he's good. I don't know what happened this regular season with his ERA just under 6, ERA plus of 70. He's much, much better than that. So, like I said, at least he showed up when we need him most. And that's a good thing. So we will be back next time for Game 1 of the Championship Series against the Giants. We will be at home. I imagine we'll be at home because we had the better record in the regular season. And, yeah, well, who knows how far we can go. Will we make the World Series? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you've enjoyed that one, thumbs up. And, of course, don't forget to go and vote for your MVP as well. Take care.